All right, y'all, what's good? Broad Eddie. We're back, day 7, part 2. Hopefully this turns out a lot better. Today, just kind of going to have a free flow day. We're going to work on some kind of more abstract ways to get into the handstand, some entries like from a cartwheel, pausing it, then like a little slow lunge. Maybe talk more about hand placement when you're kicking up. Just little light stuff. And then I have a fun activity planned for us. We're going to do a handstand contest. Okay, I'll kind of explain the details later, but as always, let's start with the warm-up. Just going to do some wrist circles here. And switch. Awesome. I'm going to back up a little bit. Okay, and now we're just going to get those wrists warmed up. Palms down, fingers forward. Rocking onto the hands here. Making sure that we get our wrists and fingers nice and warmed up. I was kind of reminded by somebody today and yesterday that if you do kind of have wrist troubles, they make wrist wraps like for benching and stuff, and you can totally use those for handstands as well. Just as effective. Takes some of that pressure off, just kind of keep some compression on the joint. Can also be a really great tool. So now we're fingers out, palms down, rocking side to side, just getting pressure on that joint in as many kind of directions and ways as possible. Sweet. All right. Fingers towards us, palms down. Yeah, I wanted to do day 7 at the sauna party yesterday at Sauna Strong, but it just caused a little bit too much disruption in the audio. Didn't really like the way that it was sounding, and I didn't really think that a voiceover was a good enough option, so figured I'd reshoot today. Palms up, fingers in, nice and gentle, putting a little light pressure on those wrists. Stretching out the back of the wrists this time. And palms up, fingers forward. Remember, guys, we're not being slouchy with this. Really try to, you don't have to like put a lot of your weight onto the wrists, but I want you to keep the wrists tight while you do this. And fingers towards you, palms up. All right. Let's roll it out. Get into the next part of our warm-up, which is, you guessed it, cartwheels. We'll do 5 in each direction, just to warm up those wrists and those shoulders a little more, and to practice failing safely. Again, guys, cannot stress this enough. Any skill that you learn where it feels scary, practicing how to fail is what takes that scariness away, because you know that you'll always be safe no matter what. Ready, and count that as 1. Low-key doing this during my lunch break, guys, so I really hope you appreciate it. Oh, and also, things may not look super pretty. Don't judge me. Oh. Woke up at 6 this morning. I was going and moving people around. Oh, there we go. 3. 4. 5. Take a little break. Roll those wrists out. We're going to get into some rock ups. All right, y'all, we're back with the rock ups. Just quick and easy. 5 in each shape. It's a nice piece of flat ground here, kind of close to the camera, but we're gonna take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Really try to make sure now, guys, at this point we're a weekend, you're getting some really good extension and push through the shoulders on these rock ups. Okay? Don't just be lazy about it and kind of have your arms be bending like this. Really, really try to kind of lock those elbows out. Shrug those shoulders up. Get that good extension, okay? All right. We got 5 in the straddle. Oh, whoopsies. Oh well. Still count it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one. 5. Whew. All right. Let's get some pikes done, and then we'll kind of move into the main focus of today, which is just those fun entries, a couple little pointers for hand placement, and then doing that fun handstand contest. All right. Now you guys are going to do some pikes here. I feel like a cat needing like a blanket every time I'm trying to look for a good spot of grass. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, we'll count it. 4, 5. Nice work. Roll those wrists out. Take a small little break. We're going to get into some fun entries and just a couple other little tips here. Sweet. All right, guys, we're back. So first, I just want to start off with some fun little entries. Just something to mess around with. You know, it's the 1 week mark. We're just going to have a fun day today. So first entry, we're going to start kind of into a cartwheel. We're going to pause it for the handstand. So it'll kind of look like this. Oh, I think I can get a better one. Give me 1 second here. Oh, there we go. That was slightly better. Just a couple of those, just to try it out. You know, maybe like 3 to 5. I'll probably do 5. Feeling good today. I do kind of have a time constraint though, trying to get back to work before the lunch break's over. Do a couple more here. Ready? So we start like we're gonna cartwheel. We put our hands down, do that little twist kick, but we're not gonna kick hard enough that we're gonna get all the way around. All right? And another thing that's maybe gonna help with this is when we're normally doing our cartwheels, kind of tend to reach far forward. You might want to bring that reach in a little bit, kind of get a little bit closer to that lead leg. Okay, so we're here. Oh, there we go. That's what it's supposed to look like without the steps. Let me do 2 more of those. Follow my own advice real quick, see how it works out. All right. Oh, pretty good. I think it's solid advice. Okay. 1 more just for shits and gigs. There we go. Starting that cartwheel. Planting a little early. Oh, a super arched right there, guys. Still pretty good. I like that. Then we're just going to do kind of like a lunge with a kick up into the handstand. Okay, but for this one, you really want to start the lunge first before you start the kick, right? Before we've just kind of been coming here, not really going super deep, just planning, kind of being upright, kicking. For this, we're going to get into a nice deep lunge, place the hands and kick, okay? So it'll kind of look like, oh, a little something like that. Hopefully, can hold it a little bit better here. Do a couple of those. Ready? That went okay. That was decent. Do it one more time here. Here. Oh, wow. Whoops. Try that one more time. All right, last little thing I wanted to do is kind of give some pointers for the kick up that I didn't touch on yesterday, or I guess day 6, since that's been a couple days, but just hand placement when you go down. When we're doing our kick up, the further out you place your hands, the more you have to kick, right? And conversely, the closer you push your hands, the less you have to kick, so it'll be kind of easier to over kick, right? So as much as we have to think about getting that kick, getting our legs over us, we also need to think about hand placement when we're putting our hands down. So let's just kind of play around with that. It's going to be a little bit different for everybody. I would say that little lunge drill is kind of a good way to understand where your hands need to be in relation to your leg, right? Like if I'm coming here, doing this lunge drill, and I'm putting my hands way out here, it's going to be really hard to kick all the way up. I'm going to have to try really hard. Whereas if I'm doing this lunge drill and I put my hands pretty close, super easy to kick up. You're going to need to kind of hone that in and individualize it to you. So just let's practice a couple more kick ups before we get into our handstand contest, okay? Really thinking about the hand placement, squeezing the butt when we're up, right? Don't let the butt be loose. That's kind of how you hit the arch. It's something I need to work on a lot. Let's do 3 kick ups. Focusing on that hand placement. Once you're up, squeeze the butt, okay? Oh, got one. Oh, I'm not going to count that one. Oh, can't count that one either. Devastating. Ready? Oh. Honestly, I feel like squeezing the butt made me arch even more right there. Got to really work on posteriorly tilting that pelvis when I'm up. A lot of things to think about, man. It's a whole body movement here. All right, last kick up, and then we'll get into that handstand contest. Oh, all right. Take a little break. Roll the wrists out. Shake it off. Handstand contest coming up next. All right. Handstand contest. So the way we're going to do this, get 3 tries, whatever shape you want. We're going to do no walking, and then we're going to do one round with walking. So let's go 3 tries, no walking. So if you move your feet, move your hands, just cartwheel down, round's over for you, man. It's okay. You got 2 more. We're going to try to see who can hold it the longest. Tag me on Instagram, hashtag it, Feature you on the story. Let's go. I'm gonna kick up first. Ready? Oh, decent round one. I'll take that. All right. Round two, I'm gonna try a tuck up. Feel like that's my best shape. See how it goes for me. Ready? Oh, can't count that. Ooh. Pretty good. I'll take that. That's a nice round two. All right, guys, so here's the way this is going to work. You take a video of yourself doing a handstand, whatever entry you want, 3 times. When your feet get over you, that's when time starts, all right? We're going to set the timer right there, see who can hold it the longest, and then we'll kind of have like a little leaderboard going on here, okay? I'm going to set it up, a little community forum. I've got a little group chat going on Instagram right now, so hopefully we can get like a little leaderboard established somewhere there. I think it'll be a good way to kind of motivate everybody to try get that handstand up, especially in whatever element you're weakest in. Like for me, the standing still stabilizing really hard, but maybe for you it's walking. Another thing is, if you do have a tuck up, or if you kind of rock up and you don't fully extend, we're not going to count that, okay? 3 good attempts, and then we're going to take your best attempt, post that, we'll time it, get you on the leaderboard where you belong. Ready? One more for me. Let's go. Oh, like that? Can't count that. Ah, no. That's okay. I had a couple good ones in there. Nothing to brag about, but that's what we're here for, right? Just getting better every day. Next up, we've got walking. This means that you can walk as much as you want to, as long as your feet are up and over you. We're counting that as a handstand. Ready? Let's go. Oh, started to kind of lose it there. Tried to adjust, just couldn't hold on. I'm gonna take that though. That's one for me. I'm gonna roll the wrists out a little bit here. Give them a little break. Another thing that you guys can do is buy parallettes, small ones that are really close to the ground. Keeps your wrist in this nice neutral position instead of having to be super flexed like this. Also can make also can make handstands a little bit easier on the wrists. All right, ready? Round 2. Walk as much as you need to. Let's get it done. Oh, that was not a good one. All right. Round 3. Let's hope I can get this done. I want to see at least 15 seconds. Ah, dang. That was okay. It was decent. All right, everybody. Oh, stopped following me. Hopefully that didn't last for too long and you saw all that. Well, anyway, thanks for joining. Sorry about day 7. Just didn't go as planned when I filmed it yesterday. But hopefully, I can just kind of incorporate that into the learning process and not make that mistake again. See you tomorrow. Victory backflip? I think so. There we are. That's how we get it done, baby.